Your life, go ahead.
Okay, we call the meeting to order. Minutes were sent to the board and reviewed. Are there any additional corrections?
Nope.
Okay, do I hear a motion to accept?
Motion to accept.
All in favor? Financial report sent to the board, reviewed. Motion to accept subject to audit.
Second.
All in favor? Say aye. Okay. Okay, allowance dockets sent to board and reviewed. Motion to accept allowance dockets.
Second.
Oh, excuse me. Favors?
Aye.
Okay. In a minute here to sign papers. Okay. It didn't do the back this time. No. Okay. Okay.
I don't really have a whole lot of anything other than just the budget, so if you wanna wait for new business or what.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay, WTCO, anybody?
There's nothing this month.
Okay. Still having the Halloween thing?
Yes, it's 108,
And it's at 5 or 5:30?
5:30.
Okay. 5:30, do you know when? 8?
That's what it was last year.
We want to set our trick or treat hours then. Okay, Kyle, our department.
Reference to the new garage doors. I think you guys reference to it, the third bay closest to the alley, the engine sits. So we tried 3 different remotes, none of them programmed.
Yeah. We need to call that back.
And we've even tried the outside keypad, and it doesn't work either.
Anything else?
3 of the 4 work just fine.
Okay, anything else?
Which doors?
So it would be the far left one.
Which far left?
Alley.
And then you said the code on the outside.
Yeah, they on the same door.
Okay, Jeremy's not here. Park,
Should we bring it up about that door for handicap? Where did that go?
Taylor's supposed to get in touch with, Woodkey and get
Yeah.
an estimate.
Who?
Woodkey. The one that's the work out here.
Okay.
For me,
Really?
he lives in Maine.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Park, I don't really have anything. He said the color run went well. The well is working fine, so we got good, nice, clean water. So that's all I got to report.
I have a suggestion.
Is the water drinkable?
Yes,
Is it?
it's nice and clear.
Might consider changing the park sign or updating it or putting a separate one down there for children, not having children.
Yeah,
On the
I'm
company
gonna bring that up. We need to put a sign down there
Need
that says that,
something down there,
that all kids under the age of,
18 or
18.
6, 17, whatever the ages you think is appropriate, but
right,
something to keep 5-year-olds going down there hanging out.
right, by themselves. Yeah. Because we are still liable for them if they're out.
Marvin?
The only thing I have overlapped with Park is, and Taylor said I should bring it up tonight, our hand dryer is out down there, needs to be replaced.
The what?
Hand dryer.
Oh.
I didn't know. Did you check?
Yeah, it's got power.
Okay.
I checked it.
I looked them up on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're actually one, so.
But we needed to know whether we could get one.
Okay. Well, that's under the $500 thing, so you go ahead and get one. Okay, we don't have wastewater here.
I do have something for it though.
Okay.
So, they cameraed or they televised, State Street down there off of, across from the electric building. They televised it because we were having trouble finding the drop laterals to Josiah's property. So because of that, we decided to go ahead and televise it. And they televised like 300 feet, actually did like 600 because they did it twice. So that's good to know. Now we know where that's at. We recommended that in the future because our map isn't the greatest, do the whole town slowly over time. Not necessarily all at once. He said if you did it all in one day, it'd have to take a week to get it done. But he did recommend to go ahead and in the future do that so you know where it's all at and it's accurate because the map shows that all those sewer lines are on, I think, that side of the street, but they're all on this side of the street.
So they're all on the south side,
Yeah, but the map says they're on the other side,
the north side.
so it's wrong technically, I
I
guess.
think
according
that
to
was
map.
first design.
Could be, I don't know.
All right, yeah.
It says
Using the
as,
maps, it
it
said,
says as built
Yeah,
on
as
the
built.
thing, so it's supposed to be accurate.
so they're,
So, he just recommended that in the future, cause it'd be easier. So that was just what was brought up. I don't have a quote for that at all, so he's supposed to be getting one. And that's all I have for now.
for business. Jeremy isn't here. Did you get that resolution from the library?
I have the email.
Okay,
The alleys, I have the email for that. He basically, I mean, I'm just kind of waiting to hear back,
okay.
so that's it.
150th celebration was a good turnout. Okay, you wanna do your first reading of your budget?
Yes, so for 2026 budget, it pretty much stays the same from last year. Nothing really changes except for, I guess, and it's completely up to the board as well. I did put in here, I talked with our town accountant about doing 3% of cost of living wages for everyone, just for budgeted employees. So 3% for town council only adds $100. And then there's some things we dropped down that makes sense. I'll pass this around too. But like this one here, like the benefits here, we were budgeting high over the years, but we actually have an accurate number, so it dropped it. And there's another line item that does the same thing. So that's just what it looks like if we were to go with the raises for 3% for cost of living. If not, we can readjust it and fix it for the actual adoption of the budget. It's completely
Did we adopt?
we did, and he proposed that basically gave us the numbers what it would look like if we did a 3% increase. So this is what it would look like if we did a 3% increase. So if you look on the second page, it actually, our budget is actually less than last year, even with a 3% raise. Right here.
I'm saying your, but we already had a salary.
Well, we
Yeah,
did.
you're gonna have to amend it.
You could amend it if you decided to go, but if you didn't, it'd be pushed to the board.
It don't include me.
It does not include you. It's only budgeted employees. So it'd be like myself, the board members, town marshal, just those would be the only ones. But as I said, just recommended, just so you can see the numbers. It's not the end of the world.
Okay, I'm gonna make a recommendation that we don't just decrease the budget. We're gonna put it in someplace else.
Well, it's not decreasing the budget at all. It's just moving the same. The only reason, a lot of this update was because of the streets and stuff. But this is what it shows for your actual budget. So this is what would have been for last year if you didn't do your streets.
Okay.
But this is what it will be. The actual total amount will be the 178 when you include the tractor purchase for next year.
If you do that, then you're gonna end up decreasing it over the years.
So
Okay. Let's see this.
like I said, it's up to you guys what you want to do. It's just a first reading. Like I said, I can fix it for the next time for the actual adoption time, if necessary. Just wanted to throw the numbers out there so you could see the numbers. And then it does include the tractor conversation of possibly purchasing a tractor, a new tractor for 2026.
You wanna go ahead and schedule I don't know. You wanna set a date?
Yeah, you can set a date.
Okay,
Set one and hopefully work out.
we need to set a date for interviewing for deputy town marshal. And evidently Jeremy's not coming, so we need to set it for us to do it.
Yeah,
So what night's good available?
I still think he needs to be included.
Well, he's just not. He's
He
not
wouldn't be-
cooperating.
he wouldn't be here.
He's not cooperating.
How many do we have lined up?
I have 4. As of today was the deadline for resume, so I had 4 in my email as of
Is
today.
that one I looked at?
It includes that one.
I know. He just, his stuff was only 2 years. He was at one place only 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean,
But-
yeah, he had good recommendation or whatever. He
Right.
was in the military and here and whatever, but everything else was only 2 years.
Mhm.
Why?
Okay, well, let's
something
discuss that.
to discuss
That
at
needs
a
to be
later time.
discussed. Yeah.
Get more
So,
details,
yeah.
but.
Yeah, that's why I asked. the
But yeah,
question.
you'll have to just set a date for when, if you wanna do it all at one time, if you wanna do,
Well, since we're all retired, we can do it during daytime.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't retired, I work for town.
That was my own.
So you can take a break.
Yeah, I need to
There
go.
was more than just him.
yeah, there's 4.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just,
You have, either Monday through Wednesday, whichever day works best.
yeah, Monday or
Okay.
Wednesday.
You want to do it next Wednesday then?
I'm fine.
Yeah, you can't do it on Tuesday.
And I got LJ Tuesday.
Wednesday, what is that date then?
Yeah, yes.
So 17th.
No,
17th.
December, sorry.
Yeah, he gets
It is 17th.
17th?
17th.
get paid.
And I guess once you get a hold of them, they'll let us know which time.
Yeah,
We have 4.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll try to schedule and scatter them and maybe like 30 minutes maybe in each
Mhm.
one.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That's what we did the last time. We talked
Yeah.
30 minutes and we were talking.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to ask everybody here, and get an opinion. This is not making a decision tonight. But the ground that we bought where the house was at up by the fire department, where we tore the house down. We've been getting several, I guess, people saying what they would like to see in there. So has anybody got an opinion here?
This is the lot beside the fire department,
Mhm.
just for clarification.
Most of them's come to me and asked me about Run Park up there and also about horseshoes. So,
Mhm.
Well. What
and
kind
they said it's safer because it's right in the center of
what
town.
kind of liability are we talking if we have another part? I mean, is it gonna cost us more? Is it gonna cost us more?
Oh, I guess I didn't think to ask that question.
You know, we got one park, so if we put in another park, is it gonna be more money to have both parks? Cause you're gonna have to have insurance,
Well, I expect it will be more.
I'm sure.
and how much is what I'm saying.
Oh, I don't know the answer.
Okay,
I didn't think to ask that question.
Yeah.
But I can.
Would WTCO consider putting retractable net across the ballpark? You know, one that can go back. and-
Yes,
Like for
yes, that has been brought up,
for that, was it the new stuff they called
Pickleball.
pickleball?
pickleball.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been talking about that,
Okay.
and we'll have our next meeting next month, you know, first Monday, and they'll probably be brought up again then.
Okay.
I can sit, if Bonnie's not here, I'll bring that information the next meeting.
And also somebody brought up putting permanent
Cornhole boards.
cornhole.
So I know, like, for example,
Concrete.
Crawfordsville
They did
has
that over on
concrete,
Wallback, yes.
concrete
Yes.
cornhole boards.
Yep,
And I think there's 2 or 3 sets.
yes,
And of course, I think they're,
2 sets, plenty.
Yeah. and then they'd have, whoever wants to do it would have to bring their own bags. They would have to bring their own bags.
Can we get, if we're gonna do that, can we get a grant to do about the same thing? And we don't need a basketball court, we got one,
Right.
but maybe put in a tennis court or a, what do they call that,
Pickleball.
pickleball?
Well, so your basketball court, I think the reason why she brought up bringing the trackable net is that if you just painted the lines right on the basketball court,
Well, yeah, you
you could just do it right there and you wouldn't have to worry about pouring a hole in
Okay.
the concrete
Well,
slab.
how about tennis?
You could even draw the lines for tennis on that court. It just won't be huge. It won't be an average sized one by any means. But a tennis court is huge.
Yes, I
So
know.
it would probably, if you did it on that lot, it'd probably take up
Take
most
most
of the land. And I would hate to
Yeah.
limit it to just that.
Yeah.
Not saying it's not a great idea, but you could easily still do tennis if
And
you
I've
really
got-
wanted to on the basketball.
I've got the backboards, I've got everything for horseshoes, if that's the way we wanna go, if we wanna have horseshoes. Only thing is, when you put the sand pits in, we've gotta have something to be able to keep them covered unless people, because cats.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be a great big
Yes, especially in the
bathroom for them.
Mhm.
So, but the, Conservation Club, you see how they got theirs. We could always do something. We can figure out some way.
Yeah, not sure. I mean, how many people
But
today play horseshoes?
I'm good, a lot of us. Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, if we
I
have
would
it,
attempt to do that.
yeah, and we could have during our,
You
we could
could.
have tournaments, see,
Would you provide the shoes or would they have to provide their own?
if tournaments, we could provide them.
Well,
bring
then
their
just
own.
on a
But a
table.
lot of people will bring their own because they're,
Like standing around.
and like me, I got my own, I'm using my own.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you
It
could.
does make a difference.
Mhm.
You wouldn't think so.
Like a bowling ball.
Yeah, it's just like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am all for making a park there, but make it a park for everybody, not just for, yeah.
And we would, if we put kids' playground equipment in there, it wouldn't be that big either. It'd
Yeah.
just be one piece that they could do a lot of things on.
And then I guess for future events, like for example, in the event of 150th, if you had the playground there, that would have helped kids keep
Busy.
busy. And then you wouldn't have necessarily had to purchase
Mhm.
maybe the bounce houses or done other games. It could have kept kids busy. Not saying it would have been huge, but something.
And we get grants, we can get grants for all this stuff too.
Yeah.
Cause they're out there.
Oh yeah, especially for playground. equipment.
Yes, yes.
And Kyle, you wanna bring up what you brought up about the fire department? Cause this would kind of, I mean, it won't affect you, but it will.
To sum it up, with changes coming in the county, our ambulance is backup for the county. So, we were talking with Cargill, and around October, they got resignation from me. And they talked about having somebody on staff, like 72 hours, like a crew there and work at 24 hours shift. And we were talking about it. And if we do it, long term, we discussed potentially going to the county commissioners and asking them, like, we're gonna be back up to the county, staffing wise, try to get some money, we got the money, to staff our end, like a 24-hour end. If we did that, what our plan was gonna try to get some grant money, they have station modifications. And we wanted to build off of the side of the station from the office area towards the old alleyway, where house used to sit. And make,
How much room?
we from about the kitchen door to the front, 20 feet wide.
Okay.
And we're gonna close the alley, so we
Right.
won't get into that property a whole lot.
Right, that's what I was asking.
Mhm.
I said, it's not something that things gonna like happen now, I mean, in a few years down the road, we would like to try to expand a little bit, make a little more storage, make it a little more feasible. I said, we just rough all 20 foot, we went out, tape measure, just kind of guessed, talking with Becky and them. We could probably go a little bit further, get a little more room, and still not Grand on the alley, but that's something that we talked about doing, is having an expansion from at least the front to halfway to the back of the station.
I would suggest if you get grants and we go this way, back where that back door is, goes for kitchen, fix an area where you can have your, fryer there, now you don't have to go through everybody to get, see what I'm saying?
What we had talked about is having like a 20 to 25 foot extension off the front, and then from the kitchen door to the back of the station is making like a 10 to 15 foot extension, and using the hallway to the bathrooms and making that a storage room for the tables and the chairs,
Okay,
and getting all that from upstairs.
okay,
So, and that's, you could put a fryer and everything.
right there, yeah, rather be smaller. Yeah, okay,
But it was, like I said, it's just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
It is something that we're trying to kind of looking at, because, you know, if we do go to county and the county just happens to agree, you know, that they wanna give money to staff the ambulance, then you're gonna have to be able to provide that.
Anybody says they want to talk?
Only the ones that,
Well, I still got something to bring up.
My mark is for the dryer, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Michelle? No?
I got one more thing to bring up, that's why I had her do yes. We need to get a hold of, Sam, cause his trucks are leaking hydraulic fluid all over the roads.
I was
And I got that brand new asphalt up there, and it's just gonna get hoeing.
Oh, Sam from TNO.
Oh, yes, and it's bad today, cause it's a big spot up there today.
You have a big mark out right out here.
Then he moved up just a little bit to get my second one, now I've got two big marks up there.
Yeah, I took my Jeep to Will, thinking it was coming
Coming
from
from the
mine.
Jeep, yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's coming from this.
Yeah, then we got to looking and think, oh no, that's where the trash truck's pulling up. It wasn't my Jeep at all.
So we need to get him to fix those leaks,
Mhm.
because if you don't, he's gonna have to start doing some repairs on
I
the
was right
road.
there once before. Remember about
Yeah.
a year ago?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, we did, yeah,
I'll give him a call.
okay.
So what do we do on that tractor? She gonna bring it up.
You gonna bring up the tractor now?
Oh, so, in the kind of regards to, I mean, you heard me mention it about the tractor for 2026. Our tractor that we currently have is old, very old, and we just had to get it fixed. It's definitely served its purpose, that's for sure. We're looking into getting some bids from every dealer in the Montgomery County. So, John Deere, Booth Machinery, which is Kubota, Baines, which is Case. So we have
Ford.
those. Oh, and Ford, I forgot about. So I'm trying to get quotes from all four of those places to do to be able to purchase a tractor and the size of what we want. So the goal is, I think, what the minimal of what we want is first a bigger size tractor for one. Make sure the loaders comes with it, and then cab air conditioning, heat for like winter when it's hot, cold. When it's hot in summer, you have AC. And I think there was a conversation of possibly considering looking to see what the plow looks like to put on the back of it in the case of a winter. You have a couple people. So if Marvin's out, there was a tiller option that was as well to see because Marvin had suggested that a tiller would be a good choice, like at the park or needed to level some things out. Like the attachments to the back could definitely be purchased later. I
grants for that.
no,
No,
you cannot get grants for equipment like that. I've asked.
oh, okay.
I asked about every clerk treasurer I could think of, and they said no. And about every company though that I've asked, and Danny did some of the work for me. You can lease it for so many years. You pay one payment a year, and then after that, after your term is up, which a lot of times it's like 60 months, which comes to what is it, like 5 or 6 years, and then after that you buy it out for $1 and you're done. That's that's it, and then it's yours.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're kind of in the beginning stages, but just to kind of keep the ball rolling on it for 2026, I did give like our accountant to be able to put the budget. I gave them 70,000.
Yeah, that ought to do it.
That was kind of I thought that was pretty reasonable, because that's actually the quote that Booth Machinery gave me the first time. So I gave that number just to kind of have a rough idea between all four of them, and then once we get the numbers rolling through,
Booth's also,
more
sell,
expensive.
they sell New Holland too.
Oh, that's true. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
So
They do
you know, they're a bit cheap.
Well,
They
they're
do
gonna
sell
give
them.
me a quote on that too.
Yeah.
So, because the original thing I had asked Booth was with, of course, bucket, tractor, and with a backhoe attachment. And then, because that was a conversation. And then longer I thought about it, and I'm like, how often are we going to use backhoe?
Yeah.
So I kind of was throwing around ideas, and the backhoe itself was 16,000. I'm like, for 16,000, I don't know if we can justify using it for that much. And there was
So
a
you also have to have somebody knowing what they're doing to you.
right, and then there was a forklift option as well. But then I'm like, do we really want to do that? New Ross Green already has a forklift, and for often as we use it, do we need to purchase one? That was the thought too. So there's definitely multiple attachments you can buy in the future. I think right now the main focus is just the bucket, the cab, and the AC and the heat for now. And if,
We talked about adding that blade.
and there was the
If he
conversation of
wanted
the
to
blade.
use it for snow,
Um,
he can do that too.
that was the
And then
conversation too.
he controls it from the inside.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it would be hydraulic.
Right.
So, just to kind of throw it out there, that's kind of what we're thinking. So we're trying to, like I said, budget for 2025, because it's used for literally everything. You can literally pull it out of your general fund, which is what is budgeted. So that would be where some of the funds, probably half the funds would come from, and the other would be from utility funds. So we're already there halfway already with our utilities.
Okay.
So, and actually our accountant actually told us when he was going through the budget, we have the funds to just buy it outright without doing the lease to save the interest.
But is that gonna put us with no money?
Um,
Because we don't wanna do that.
sure.
Right.
Yes and no. You have enough, from what I was understanding, like I said, this is not set in stone, whichever
Right, right,
direction we
right.
go. But if you were to buy it outright, let's say today, your sewer and your electricity makes enough profit to where it would not make you go negative, I guess what I'm saying. But now your trash and your stormwater, you don't make enough profit off of anything off those to do anything. So that's why he suggested if you were to buy it outright, you'd have your two utilities, then your general. So about half of it would come out of
Now,
general.
if you were saying about that, but when you lease something, you lease it for whatever, not what did you say?
Like so many months, like
Yeah.
60, I think 60
Okay.
months, I think was what it was.
On that tractor, do we get to, at the end of that, do we get to buy it for $1 too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
right,
whole-
get the whole tractor.
Then why don't we do that?
It's just it's the tractor,
We
whatever,
pay the interest.
it's whatever you're
Now, John Deere,
it's whatever you're putting in your lease. So if you're putting the bucket, where that comes with it, but if you
Right.
add the blade, let's say you add the tiller,
Oh,
you
yeah.
lease the
okay.
whole thing, of course, that's divided up into so many months. You
Right,
pay for
right,
those
right.
months once a year. At the end, you pay $1 and then you own the whole thing. So it's just a matter of how much and how many attachments, I guess, you want to add to it.
Right.
And how you want to do that. If I remember right, like I said, I got a quote today from, I think it was John Deere. The blade was 2,000.
Yeah.
Which that's pretty good
And-
considering a backhoe was 16.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So there's a big difference in price. So those are just some considerations. If you want to lease it, you lease it. No matter how many attachments you add, it's just the bundle. Is what
just
it
to
is.
give you an idea of what they're talking about, John Deere offered us 60 horse for about 20-some thousand cheaper than Kubota at 46
Mhm.
horsepower.
Really?
Yeah.
They were gonna give us last
That was John Deere?
So
John Deere, they was gonna give us 60 horse.
yeah.
Kubota was gonna give us 46 horse.
Oh.
It's more for
70.
advertisement. You want some income.
Yeah, he wants it in for advertisement. But yes.
No, yeah.
So from based off what the quotes I do have that one, and then the quote from Booth Machinery. It's not the actual quote of the tractor you want or that you're wanting, because it just has the framing of
Yeah, we don't want.
just the frame of the cab, and it has the bucket and then it has the backhoe. That was what I had originally asked for, and that was with the government discount was $65,000 some odd dollars. And like I said, the backhoe itself was 16 by itself. So I think the bucket was 10. So between the bucket and the tractor itself, it was like 55.
We should have had all the quotes in here. by
John-
next
Yes.
month.
So
Yeah.
just to throw it out there, that's not what we're
60
talking about.
horse and the other.
That's what's there.
There.
By next month, hopefully we can have the actual numbers of which tractor to buy, so we can actually know what the numbers look like,
Right.
be able to put it in the budget, see what we're actually purchasing, and then that purchase will happen in 2026. Because there's no sense of letting it sit down there all winter long
Yeah.
if we don't have the blade. So,
Okay, anybody got anything else? Okay. You don't have anything else?
no, I do not.
Okay, we're adjourning at 5:59.
Another fast meeting, man. We can't, we get